Not long ago, 6 foot, 3 inch, 320-pound Jason Brown was in the NFL. Not long ago, he signed a 5-year, $37.5 million contract. Today, he spends his time driving a tractor and harvesting fields. Jason Brown was the highest paid center in the NFL. At the height of his career, Brown left the NFL. He bought a massive plot of land, and even though he had no experience, began farming to feed the hungry. Why would a person abandon a lucrative career, a career millions dream of, to work on a farm? What is it that compels us to change? For Yaakov, as depicted in this week's parashah, VaYishlach, change occurs only after struggle, both internal and external. Early in the parashah, Yaakov fearfully prepares to meet his brother Esav for the first time since seizing his birthright. On the night prior to their confrontation, Yaakov sends his family across a river and remains alone on the riverbank. Vayavek ish imo ad alot hashachar. And he, Yaakov, wrestled with a man until dawn arose. Vayomer, lo Yaakov ye'emer od shimcha, ki im Yisrael, ki sarita im Elohim, ve'im anashim, vatuchal. And he, the man, said, your name will no longer be Yaakov, but Yisrael, for you wrestled with God and people, and you prevailed. It is only after he wrestles that Yaakov's name is changed to Yisrael. Yet, it is not even clear with whom Yaakov wrestled. The text uses the word ish, literally meaning a man. But it is clear this is no ordinary man. According to the prophet Hosea, as we will read in the Haftorah this Shabbat, Yaakov struggled with an angel. Rabbi Hama ben Hanina, one of the early Amoraim, taught that this man was not just any angel, but the guardian angel of Esav. In other words, Yaakov wrestled with a proxy for his adversary. Whether he was wrestling with a holy messenger or with a foe, according to these commentators, it was an outside force that caused Jacob's change. Other commentators view the struggle in a more metaphysical or existential light. They define the conflict as Yaakov fighting for his identity. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs interprets the quarrel as Jacob's inner battle with existential truth. Yaakov wrestled with his identity, determining whether he would continue to resemble his brother or would transform into himself. Ultimately, it is not clear with whom Yaakov fought. It is not even clear whether he wrestled with an external being or an internal demon. What is clear is that as a result of this struggle, Yaakov emerged a different person with a new name, Yisrael. Yaakov's change was thrust upon him. But how do we create change in ourselves without an ish to prompt our struggles? When I think about creating change, I think about the organization Ultimate Peace, a program that teaches ultimate frisbee to Israeli Jews, Israeli Arabs, and Palestinians. It harnesses the tools of the sport of ultimate to create mutual respect and understanding, and to foster positive communication between the groups. Clearly, it is in the business of change. During our coaches' training this past summer, after one of many major programmatic changes, someone began to shout, "Change is good! Change is good!" It made perfect sense in that context, and became our anthem for the summer. When we realize that our so-called opponents are actually ourselves wrestling with the other inside of us, only then are we capable of being transformed. With this mindset, Israelis and Palestinians can even become teammates. Jason Brown chose the roar of his tractor over the cheers of screaming fans in order to actually make a difference in the world. A month ago, his farm donated 46,000 pounds of potatoes and 10,000 pounds of cucumbers to feed the hungry. Yaakov had it easy. His opponent was chosen for him. His change was given to him. This parsha teaches me that I need to commit to change. I need to find the proxy of my enemy and wrestle with it, so I too can transform myself. Let us all commit to change, so we too can truly become B'nai Yisrael.